Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and because Goku's usage of Ultra Instinct was one of his most savage moments, and the theatrics were on point, it has quickly become a lot of people's favorite form of the character. These moments were intended to captivate us, which they did, but because it's made so clear that this isn't the full extent of its capabilities, and Goku runs out of juice so abruptly, we're all left wanting more. And based on some of the dialogue given by a few of the characters, it seems like the current agenda for Goku is figuring out how to enter that state once more before the end of the tournament, something he will have to figure out in a matter of minutes if he's ever to stand a chance against Jiren. Now, that is a lot to ask of Goku, but it doesn't seem like anyone else will be able to defeat Jiren other than him, something even Frieza seems to recognize. But I do think overcoming this hurdle is within the realm of possibility. Goku's initial usage of Ultra Instinct was in a sense a happy accident. What was at first a dire situation became incredibly beneficial, but not without its flaws. The issue with his first experience using Ultra Instinct, as pointed out by the likes of Jiren and Whis, was its heat. Now at first, this may seem really ambiguous, but you have to remember that it is the energy of the Genki Dama, or the Spirit Bomb, that is fueling him in a way similar to a battery. Now, the absorption process Goku undergoes during the Tournament of Power is very similar to the time he absorbed Beerus's blast during the Battle of God story arc, both being instances which Goku cannot explain afterwards. And actually, when it came to Beerus's blast, a sudden rush of blue energy gave Goku the strength to overcome it. The issue he had with absorbing the Spirit Bomb was a constant leak of energy, uncontrollable emissions that ended up cutting his time in this state short. The issue in the case of Beerus's blast is his inability to hold on to the quick rush of energy he received from within for a long period of time. Once it had been used, he was a mess, totally drained with no hope of continuing. It doesn't seem like borrowed strength is going to be enough here. Goku is going to have to cultivate and control his own energy and come at Jiren with that. He'll need to hit the very same requirements once fulfilled by these happy accidents, whilst also avoiding the issues that plagued them. At the moment, I presume the best way to simulate a near identical sensation would be for Goku to accept nothingness. By that I mean allowing the energy within his body to reach absolute zero. Because when he was on the verge of being utterly consumed by his own Spirit Bomb, he was depleted, yet his refusal of death jolted his body into survival mode, unlocking Ultra Instinct. The same could be said for overcoming Beerus's blast. Back then, Goku recognized that he could not allow it to come in contact with the earth, and so when he was the only thing holding it back, when there was no alternative and he totally ran out of juice, something awoke from within him and led him to overcoming it. By setting himself to absolute zero, he'd be doing something rather similar to both these cases, being on the brink of fatality or the danger of collapsing, allowing his body to enter preservation and rejuvenation mode, effectively surrendering himself to a sort of autopilot. Remember, when the Spirit Bomb had collapsed upon itself with Goku inside, nobody could sense him at all. And this wasn't like the inability of mortals to sense godly ki. No god of destruction, nor the Grand Priest could sense him. But from this state of nothingness, Goku arose from 0 to beyond 100, emptiness to eruption. Now, Goku potentially undergoing this process isn't exactly safe, considering dropping one's energy to nothing would render them quite vulnerable. But this is of course not the end-all be-all of Ultra Instinct. Ideally, you'd want to be on a level similar to the likes of Whis or Vados, where it's a constant state of being. But for the time being, at least Goku would have allies to defend him as he figures it out. Kind of like how Toppo and Dispo are defending Jiren as he meditates. But you know what, at the very least, it would for sure get the audience going due to the mounting tension and danger it may impose, coupled by the possibility of time running out. But yeah guys, I want to know what you think. Do you see this as a possible course of action for unlocking Ultra Instinct once again with such little time left in the Tournament of Power? And is this something you'd be interested in seeing done? Leave me your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video at all, please go ahead and share it with your friends, family, whoever you can find. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.